Hey guys, this is the Monday after Mother's Day. I just came back from getting my second jab of my Pfizer. I think you can see where I had my first jab there, and that's where the second one was. But keep putting it higher. I don't know why. Got my little card there, and you see second jab there. Boom. I'm not even sure I have to show that. If I can show that to y'all. But just to say, I'm doing my part to get back out there. I'm not like Fox News and all the Republican politicians, right? I would never speak bad on Republican voters. I will say that. It might seem like I do, but I love Republican voters, right? Because I feel like you guys always get the short end of the stick when it comes to the outcome of American politics, right? But the Republican politicians, they don't want anyone to get vaccinated, but they want everyone to go back out and open stuff up. So I don't get it. It does not make sense to me. It's ludicrous, right? I didn't get a sense that Bill Gates is putting space chips into my arm to monitor me, because you know how they monitor us. We have some Amazon Echo thing in our kitchen. My fridge has Wi-Fi. My microwave. We have a doorbell that I could see stuff from home. It's from work. If I'm not here, I could look at my phone. So we have all this crap in our homes, right? And saying people are concerned about a vaccine tracking them, right? When you walk around with so many gadgets, right? My Fitbit could track me. I have AirPods in my pocket that you could track these. But my wife could actually find these on her iPad. If someone kidnap me and bury me in like someone's backyard and this is in my pocket, my wife could literally find me with this in my pocket. So do your part. We want to get back out there. Now, this morning in the news, I didn't even finish watching it. I had to turn it off because it scared the hell out of me. This new black COVID variant in India now is it's causing alarms to the CDC to release a statement saying, yeah, this shit is scary. Indian guy, right? I went to a university near Rutgers in New Jersey for my environmental engineering degree. And one of the doctors, I don't know him directly, this Indian doctor who's infectious disease expert, had both his shots like I did and went to India. Why are people still traveling to places like, if I'm looking at the news and I'm seeing like people being burnt on the streets because the hospitals are full and they don't want anyone, if you got COVID, we can't help you. Just lay down and someone will come light you on fire after you die. Why the hell am I going to go there for, right? I understand people, the guy might have had family or whatever there, but you guys got to come see me. If cousins getting married, have her come to New Jersey, get married here, right? I'm not going over there. So the poor bloke went over there, got his shots, infectious disease expert, top of the field, gets this new variant of COVID and died. Sad. So just take the shit seriously, right? Don't listen to Tucker Carlson, who's on Fox News, and he might be getting a bit of heat. All these guys do is complain, defame. Even when Donald Trump was president for 4 years, right? You could go back. I don't know if Fox News has like some sort of news library where you go back to date and time, right? I'm sure they do. And in a block of Trump's presidency, these idiots were complaining about Democrats when Trump was president. Now Trump isn't president, they're complaining still about Democrats. And Tucker Carlson's on there saying the government is telling us to take a vaccine, right? But when Trump was president, he's like, Trump is going to bring the vaccine and he's going to save us and he's going to bring everything back, so vote for Trump. Literally in October, that's what they're telling us. Now Biden's president. Biden's saying, do your part and get the vaccine. Tucker is on there saying, don't get the vaccine because the government is telling you to get the vaccine. Biden's telling you to get the vaccine. People are going to die because of these idiots. I don't know why they do it. If it's a game to them, is it a game? Right? Right? And when the aftermath, and that's why I say Republican voters get the short end of the stick. They don't even get the fucking stick. An outcome of political decisions, because they're just pawns in this stupid game that Fox News plays and their politician plays, right? Right? They're pawns, right? Vote for us. We'll have you keep your guns and all that nonsense, right? But they have no policies, right? Right? The only policies you hear when people talk about Republican policies, it's usually the policies that go against the policy of the Democrats, right? Free healthcare, right? College tuition kind of the thing they want to grace tuition payments of people, loan payments, right? Republicans, no free healthcare. You gotta pay your way to get in America, right? You gotta pay off your college debt. We're not gonna come in. The government shouldn't have to do anything with that, right? Right? What's the other one? The minimum wage, right? My wife this morning woke up and a couple of people running for New York, the mayoral office of New York, a couple of individuals running, and they keep talking about this thing called a living wage. And my wife was like, "The hell is a living wage?" And then she said, "Is that the minimum wage? Why did they?" Because Republicans don't like the term, and they always talk about it like it's a bad, like paying working class people more money is a bad thing. So now they call it the living wage to confuse voters. Oh, well, my Republican candidate I'm voting for don't want to raise the minimum wage, but they want to improve the living wage. You know, like, they make it so confusing for you Republican voters, and I feel bad for y'all, right? I got my vaccine. Space lasers aren't gonna like track my location and zap me into a forest fire, right? I'm not worried about shit like that, right? I have more important stuff on my plate to worry about, right? Bill Gates is not putting a chip in my arm, right? And if he did, he's gonna track me talking to my kitchen on my cell phone. That he probably already has tracked chips in there that could track me, right? Come on, people. Grow up. But like I said, when I went to get the point of this video is when I went to get the my shot. Go in there, there's a ton of people, and I'm lucky where I live. I could walk to the center. It's an armory in Westchester. I could walk 10 minutes and come back home. Right? Take me less than an hour to get it done. Simple. I am worried about the side effects because the first shot got me some really weird side effects. Not, I wouldn't say bad, but it's like weird aches and pains that I wasn't expecting. Got it, but whilst I was there, first time because it's raining, it's Monday after Mother's Day, I'm actually off today. I'm looking around at all the people working in here, right, to get this into my arm. You have nurses, healthcare people, physicians, armory, military people, police directing traffic and parking, young AmeriCorps volunteer kids from all over the country, right? Nebraska, I saw one kid from Nebraska, right? Volunteer in AmeriCorps. It's like this thing you join up, or you do it for a year, and they help you with your college or whatever, right? All there to get this shot into my arm, right? American genuine people, right? Fox News will never interview them. Tucker Carlson will never have them talking about, is the vaccine safe, right? These are the people giving the vaccine. They won't have them on the show, but they'll have some guy that wrote a book about woke culture or cancel culture on their show to tell us the vaccine is Biden is telling you guys to take the vaccine, and Bill Gates is putting chips in there so Jewish space lasers could shoot you out of the sky, right? But they won't have people that genuine American people, right? All classes, races, whatever, all there working to get this shot into my arm so I could go back to work in September, right? So restaurants around me, where I live, could open back up. My kids, if they went to public schools, they don't, will be going back to school like normal. All these people in there working in this hot, archaic bomb shelter of a building, right? Volunteer, many of them volunteering to be there, just so I can get this into my arm. And think about that. Would Fox News or Newsmax or your Republican politician ever talk to them and say, well, is this safe? Is this what? What do you think? No, they would never, right? It's all propaganda. And this is to you, my message to Republican voters. Just vote Republican. I'm not even going to ever convince anyone to vote for who they want to vote for. But look at the bigger picture, right? I know Democrats, I would never say Democrats are right all the time. A lot of stuff I disagree with because I'm a human fucking being and I have 360 thinking, right? I'm not like left brain only, right brain only, right? I can see things around things, right? It's called empathy, thinking outside the box. So obviously one party isn't going to be the perfect solution to everything. But I could see BS when I see BS. And I've seen a lot of BS on the Donald Trump and a lot of BS on these Republican politicians that want things to open up, but still the same, they'll turn around and say, don't take the vaccine. Because only because Biden is telling you to take the vaccine. Right? So wake up, Republican voters. Look out for yourself. If any message I have to Republican voters is look out for your kids. Kids are the future, right? And look out for yourself and your health and your well-being, right? Right? Because Republican politicians don't want you to have health care. They don't want to raise the minimum wage. They call whoever's calling this the living wage. I don't no idea why. It's a minimum fucking wage, and it should allow a decent person working in a company, private or public, to make enough to afford rent, to afford things in life that they need, right? It's 2021, right? Real estate rent is not cheap. Like, it's not 1951 anymore, right? In fact, if you want to look back in American history, right, when America was helping white families move to the suburbs and giving them vouchers to buy homes, nice homes in the suburbs, right? Nice streets, nice everything. Why can't you help working class people now by raising that wage? Right? All right, so that's my message for you, Republican voters. Look out for yourself, right? Politicians aren't Jesus, right? Like I said, I'm a Democratic voter. I vote Democrat only because, right? Not because I want to get rich, not because my employment status dependent who's president and who's not, but because I know if my neighbor across the street that's not making a living wage, as they say, or is unemployed and needs health services, social services, Republicans don't give a shit about them, but the Democrats do. And that's what's important to me, and that's why I vote that way. It's not for myself. And education is also a big thing on my ticket. I have young kids. Even before I had kids, I worked with kids that suffered from poor quality education, and I worked with white kids that gained from really good education. And I never understood why it was the white and black issue, or why it was even a money issue in a country like America, right? It's not Mali or Ghana or some poor country somewhere else. I always bring up Mali. I'm sorry. If you're from Mali, it's a beautiful place. I'm not putting down your place, but I'm saying this is America, right? Why should education depend on money in this country? Why should it? Public education. I'm not saying I'm a private, right? Right? A lot of the same Republican politicians that complain about public schools have their kids in private schools, right? And they don't want the curriculum to change to teach racism, right? But their kids are private schools. But Republican voters suffer.